everybody, and welcome to another edition of Sledgehammer Square. And as always, I'm your host, Scott Wedge, and joined with me is Shaun Estrada, 2008 Olympian. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You just came out of a tough fight. There was a lot of turmoil leading up to the fight. There was a weight issue. You came in at 196 pounds. The contract was somewhere in the high 60s, low 70s. What was the reason for that?
It was just, a lot of injuries. I was not supposed to take the fight, but, I took the fight, winged it, and, I'm here. Did the 8 rounds, and we're going to move forward from here. Like I said, I did 50%. We're shooting for 100% May 4th, and, we're going forward from here.
Now, coming into this fight, you had torn your ACL, which has been the reports.
Yeah.
How much did that hinder you coming into this fight, and how long has it been a problem?
I mean, it affected me a little bit. That's why I was not going to take the fight for this fight. But, I just came in here and took the fight, and, I felt confident. It got my confidence after this fight, and my legs are pretty good. They're working good, so we're gonna go full throttle. And come May 4th, we're campaigning to 160 division. So it's open. I'm gonna get back in the gym, and we're going to training camp as soon as we're gonna get back home.
Now, you came out of a class of 2008. There hasn't been a whole lot of Olympians that have reached, contender status at this point. You're obviously right on the cusp. What fight do you like, and do you think will put you right there on the cusp in line for a title?
I'm open for anything right now. I could take a punch, give a punch. Everybody knows that. I'm a great athlete, and it's just being healthy and getting back in the gym, getting in training camp, and being a top contender, getting down to 160. There's Chavez Jr., there's Sergio Martinez. There's a lot of other champions that I can mix it up in there, but I can't wait. I'm just gonna get in the rankings.
Now, before we started this interview here, you mentioned something interesting, that the fighter who you were fighting this evening had a couple words for you after the fight. What were those? After
the fight, he told me he's lost 3 times, but he never lost like this, and he said that he's retiring after this fight. And Terrence Wood, hats off to you. You gave me a heck of a fight. It was a good fight, and thank you. And he retired. I retired him.
Well, Shaun, you'd also mentioned earlier that you're going to be staying here in Texas. Any plans to stay here long term, or is this just a short term?
Just a short term. I'm doing 3 months of training camp here in Texas. I love Texas. I'm a Cowboy fan, first of all, but just to get away at home and just to isolate myself, focus on my career, and we're going to see from here. And Texas is the best place to do it at, So.
Well, Shaun, we thank you very much for your time, and congratulations on a very well-fought victory in spite of all the turmoil leading into the fight.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Well, that about wraps it up for another edition of Sledgehammer Square. As always, I'm your host, Scott Wedge, saying I'll see you all at ringside.